Have you tried using the storage? It's very convenient.
Welcome, brother! First time... I have no idea what you're talking about.
What? You know Clay? I still can't tell you, though.
Do you need help with something? I see. Please wait a moment. I sense no ill intentions from you. The power of the gods has confirmed the truth of your words. Of course. However, she is currently in danger, and thus under the protection of the people of this village. To meet her, you are going to need the password. Ask the sundries merchant for the first half of the phrase, and the skills researcher for the second half. If you mention that you are seeking a red flower, you will receive the answers you need.
Take a gander. Do you need any? Do you need anything? Yes, welcome. So the priestess sent you. Or maybe you've heard, but there have been some suspicious people asking about Martinet recently. They were wearing disguises, but it was clear as day they were from the Archeum Legion. I don't know what those Archeum bastards want with her. But under these circumstances, we have no choice but to... Oh, yes, that's right. Sorry, I suppose I got a little carried away. The first half of the password is the light fragment. You can find out the rest of the phrase from the skills researcher.
Come one, come all. Take a look at... I know the entire crafting process.
Iron, cloth, and... Check if you're missing any accessories.
Do you want to learn any? Ah, so the priestess sent you. The second half of the password is whispers. Head to the Castleton Infirmary on the north side of town to meet Martinet. By the way, many of the townsfolk, including myself, have been brought to health by Martinet's healing skills. Please take...
The store manager Melky hid Martinet's existence, pretending not to know anything about her. This was because suspicious outsiders, thought to be members of the Archeum Legion, had been looking for Martinet. To meet with her, you had to meet the people connected to her and prove that you had no ill intent. After that, you learned the password, the Light Fragment Whispers.
I haven't seen you around before, so what brings you here? As I'm sure you heard on your way here, I can't treat anyone right now unless it's an emergency. Oh, I see. Clay probably sent you to help with my research. The truth is, my sister is also suffering from the same symptoms as yours, and I've been searching for a cure. The mana calming potion I'm creating should be able to help. Let's see. Oh, drat. I just used my last batch of ingredients. Then I'll tell you where to go and what I need. Head to the Golden Apothecary in the Golden Rye pastures. You'll be able to find some rancid powder. Just get me some rancid powder, and I'll whip up a mana calming potion for you. You know how to use waypoints, right? If you aren't sure, go ask Priestess Grace. Using them makes it a breeze to return after procuring...
Castleton Infirmary has been closed for some time, due to rumors that the Archeum Legion is looking for Martinet. It was to trick them into thinking that Martinet, who had worked as a healer there, had left. While in hiding, she is still researching a cure for her sister, who is suffering from the Malvescence.
The gods cherish us all. The gods cherish us all. The gods cherish us all. Do you need help with something? Do you need help? You still have unanswered questions, I see. Waypoints are one of the greatest implementations of Venilux magic. They allow you to instantly traverse from one location to another. Originally, teleportation was a spell that only the most skilled wizards were able to cast. It was the wizard Clay who completed the schema to make waypoints, so that teleportation could be accessed. Try placing your hand on the waypoints in the plaza and at the Golden Rye pastures. Afterwards, talk to the resistance.
Lord Hobbs of Laslan resisted Revolupius, who had usurped the throne, but his dominion was taken by the Archean Legion. However, Laslan was freed again by the Founders Order, led by Captain Da Vinci, and the Laslan Allied Resistance Forces were founded here. This was once the most prosperous granary in Laslan, but after the cursed rain came, it became infested with strangely enlarged pests. People tried to solve the problem by employing the power of free wizards, but the free wizards' clumsy magic only made things worse.
The Einar priestess Grace introduced waypoints as a great integration of Venelux magic. Teleportation was a rare skill that was only used by a few wizards. When the wizard Clay completed the schema for waypoints, it enabled anyone to teleport freely.
Looks like it's your first time using a waypoint. If you place your hand on a waypoint, the schema will be activated, and the stone will glow blue. Open your map and select a waypoint activated with blue light. You will be instantly transported to that location.
Once you place your hand on a waypoint, it will glow with blue light, activating the schema. If you open the map and select an activated waypoint, you can instantly travel to that location.
Needs more people like you. Isn't it?
What should I do?
How can I help you?
Do you need something from the Master?
In the apothecary at the Goldenrye Pastures works the always gloomy Oliver Tiller, the herbalist's apprentice. Oliver has been an apprentice there for some time, though he has yet to gain the approval of his master. The farmers pitied the outstanding apprentice, a gifted student who could memorize the names of countless medicinal herbs, but suffered under his eccentric master.
What should I do?
The main ingredients for rancid powder can be acquired from harvesters and insects in the Goldenrye Pastures. They are the decomposed heart of a harvester, which controls magical power, a wasp stinger, which controls magical toxicity, and a contaminated scarab horn, which has a tonic effect. These ingredients are highly toxic on their own, but highly effective together.
What should I do?
Welcome to Mandrake Farmstead, where we grow 'em with love from seed to harvest. If it's fresh mandrakes you need, you've come to the right farm.
Oh my. I've just run out of roots. How about collecting as many as you need yourself? And, in exchange, you can have everything for free. Then, try harvesting the roots from the mandrakes planted out in the field. Oh, by the way, mandrakes will turn violent when you try to harvest their roots, so be extra careful. You must be...
While you search for treasures hidden in ships wrecked by storms and chests that have been drifting, you will encounter the masters of the coastline. From a distance, they look like normal crustaceans, but when you get up close, you'll find they pose a greater threat than you anticipated.
What brings you here?
Huh? These are the ingredients needed to make rancid powder. Martinet must have sent you. But how did you know about these ingredients? Oliver, that clever boy. How did he figure this out already? Herbalists have to go to perilous places to acquire ingredients. But Oliver can't even stand the sight of a mere ant. I'm waiting for him to overcome his fears.
Well, I'll make the rancid powder for you right away.
It must be urgent for you to come all the way out here. But look at me, rambling on. Here's your rancid powder. Planning to go straight back to Martinez? In that case, why don't you try opening your map and teleporting to Castleton?
After acquiring the last ingredient from the Mandrake farmstead, you were able to meet the herbalist Wilson Hinman. He always entrusted the apothecary to his apprentice and collected herbs alone. He had to venture to all sorts of dangerous areas to get medicinal herbs. But his pupil was a coward who would flee at the sight of an ant.
Oh, what do I do? I was planning to conduct an experiment today, but my assistant didn't show up. Thank you! So, for your first task, please fetch the bucket over there. In the meantime, I'll set up the experiment. Please. You're just in time. I want to see how rainwater of a certain composition affects this area. I'm going to mix these ingredients in the rainwater you brought to make the experimental rainwater. I want you to sprinkle that rainwater on the scarab and observe while it's wet. I'm mixing the ingredients in the rainwater. It's almost done. I've created the experimental rainwater. Be careful. Scarabs can become hostile suddenly when they are soaking wet from rain. bad. It was the cursed rain that affected the creatures and half a decade ago. Laslin was suddenly hit by tainted rain, which turned the creatures that were touched by it into rampaging monsters. I traced the composition of the tainted rain, and learned about the curse-causing ingredients used by the Shadow Man. The rainwater you just sprinkled was made from those same ingredients. It seems to have the exact same effect as the tainted rain does. I'll report back to Venilux with the results of today's experiment. Thank you for your help, adventurer.
You're back. Did you get some rancid powder? Good work. The rancid powder you brought is excellent in quality. I'll make the Mana calming potion for you right away. All right, here you are. Why don't you try it and see how it works? Just as I thought. It's much more effective. I tried to improve the efficacy, but I didn't expect the results to be this good. The calming potion's effect is very effective this time. I need to bring this to my sister right away. But as you know, I'm in no position to be wandering around outside. Oh, thank you so much. I made this potion earlier and used the same method to make it once more. Please pass it on to my sister's friend, Mina Pai. Only Mina knows where my sister is. She told me to come find her at Windhill Shores if I ever needed to give my sister something. Go there to find Mina's trail. Mina is probably on Windhill Shores.
The effect of the mana calming potion that Martinet made was incredible. Soon after you drank the potion, you could feel your magic begin to settle down. Martinet, who had been researching a way to relieve her older sister Adriana's pain for so long, finally succeeded in creating a potion more effective than her other attempts.